Hello students, welcome back to our biology class. In our earlier classes, we were discussing about human reproduction and what are the things which are associated with human reproduction, how a human being attains that particular maturity to undergo reproduction we were discussing. Okay, in our today's class we are going to discuss about the male reproductive system. Okay, so this is a very integral part or important part of the human reproduction, because without the male reproductive system human beings cannot reproduce. Not only male reproductive system, along with the male reproductive system, the female reproductive system is equally responsible. Okay, so development of a very well developed reproductive system in both male and female are equally responsible for a good reproduction stage of a human being. Okay, so in our today's class, first we are going to discuss about the male reproductive system. So let us proceed to our class. So in our class today we will be going through the topics like the structure of male reproductive system, parts of male reproductive system, testosterone and functions of testosterone. Okay, so let us discuss first how the male reproductive system looks like. Okay, so this is a structure of a male reproductive system. This is the male reproductive system as shown in this diagram. The structure you can see is that the most important parts which is present in the male reproductive system, first is your testes. Okay, so this yellow color portion, it is called your testes. Okay, while discussing in our earlier classes we have already talked about how a male reproductive system looks like. Okay, what is present, what is the role of this testes, and how it is connected to the penis, that also we have already discussed. But today we are going to discuss in detail how and this testes along with the other parts of the male reproductive system function together. Is it clear? So this is your testes, and the testes are present inside this testicle, and the sac where the testes are present, it is called the scrotum. Okay, the sac where the testes are present is called the scrotum. Is it clear? This scrotum is nothing but it is the balls. Okay, if you see in this manner, suppose this is the penis, the balls which is present in a male, this is called your scrotum or scrotal sacs. Scrotum or scrotal sacs. Okay, this is also called your scrotum or scrotal sacs. Okay, inside this scrotum or scrotal sacs your testes are present. Understood? So this is a very important part of the male reproductive system which is not present inside the body of the male. It is present outside. That means you will see the scrotal sacs hanging. Just if you take a note, you will always see this scrotal sacs hanging, okay, outside the body, and it is not present inside the body. It is not present inside the body. If you take that this is a structure of a male, and this is the stomach portion, and this is the bump area. Okay, so this is the front view of the male, and this is the penis. This is your scrotum which is present hanging outside the body. So why this is present outside the body, that also we will be learning in our class. Okay, and the other parts which is present is that this scrotum, it is being connected with this epididymis. Okay, this is the epididymis, and then it is connected to the vas deferens. Glands like prostate gland is present there. Okay, seminal vesicle is there, and this is nothing but this is urinary bladder which comes from the urinary system. Okay, this urinary bladder, it is being connected to the urethra through which urine comes out, and it comes and joins in the penis. Okay, so through here only urine is going to be secreted out. But we are talking about male reproductive system, not urinary system. Okay, so what is the function of this testes is that they are going to produce sperms, the male gamete. Okay, and then they will be sending these sperms towards the seminal vesicle. Okay, if you see this purple color pathway, you can see that it will go towards the seminal vesicle, and then it will be connected to the urethra. Can you see? This is your urethra, okay, through which urine comes out, and this vas deferens, it will go and it will get connected to the urethra at this point. Okay, so sperms will be produced here, and sperms will move, and then it will be getting connected to the path through which urine comes out. That's why in case of male, the pathway for urine and sperms are same. Through the same path, the males are going to ejaculate sperm as well as urine. Is it clear? So this is a brief, rough representation of the male reproductive system. We will be discussing about the different parts of the male reproductive system in detail in our today's class. So what are the different parts of male reproductive system? All of you take a note of this. What are the different parts of male reproductive system? First is your testes. Second is your scrotum, which is also called scrotal sacs. Third is your epididymis. Fourth, vas deferens. Fifth, prostrate gland. Sixth, seminal vesicles. And seventh is the penis. Okay, these are the very important parts of the male reproductive system. Okay, so these parts have their own specific functions. Okay, these parts have their own specific functions, and if you want to see the parts here in this diagram, you can say that first is this is the testes. This is the outside sac is called the scrotum. This pipe is called this portion which encloses the scrotum is called the testis is called epididymis. This pathway, it is called vas deferens. Okay, so it is going to go and get connected with the seminal vesicle. The seminal vesicle is being connected with the prostrate gland, which surrounds the path of this urinary bladder. This brown color is the prostrate gland, and then it will be coming out through the penis. Okay, so these are the different parts of a male reproductive system. Let us know now what are the different functions of these parts. Okay, the male reproductive system consists of testes, scrotum, epididymis, vas deferens, or sperm duct. This vas deferens, it is also called a sperm duct. Sperm duct. You can note it down. It is also called as sperm duct. Sperm duct means the pathway through which sperm comes. Okay. This purple color pipe. This is your sperm duct. Vas deferens. Sperm duct. Okay. Through which sperm is being carried. Then it contains the seminal vesicles and prostrate gland and penis. So we will know in detail how it looks like and what are the functions it carries. First is the testes. These are oval shaped organs that lie in the abdominal cavity. There are two testes in male. They make the male sex cell, which is called the sperm, and the male sex hormone, which is called testosterone. Okay, so these testes are the oval shaped structures. They are oval shaped structures. This is the testes. Since it is shown from the right side, you can see only one testis. Another one testis is there in the other side. Okay, two testes are there in male. So this is the source from which sperms are being produced. And not only sperms, testes also produce testosterone. What is testosterone? Testosterone is the male sex hormone. Okay, they produce sperm as well as testosterone. And they are oval shaped organs which lie in the abdominal cavity. These are the sex organs. Okay, abdominal cavity means just below the abdomen. So these are the important primary sexual organs present in male, okay, which we already discussed about earlier when we were talking about primary sexual organs and secondary sexual organs. Next comes your scrotum. What is scrotum? Testes lie in a small muscular pouch outside the abdominal cavity because sperm formation requires a lower temperature than temperature inside the body. Okay, these testes where they are inside the scrotum or the scrotal sacs. This sac outside, which you can see, this portion, this sac, this outer sac, the skin, which we also call the balls. Okay, this is called the scrotum, and this is present outside. Okay, the testes, it is present inside the scrotum, and scrotum is present outside the body. Why it is present outside the body? This testes, they, in case of a male, suppose this is a male, this is the penis of the male, this scrotum, they are always present outside the body. Unlike other organs like liver, kidneys, you will not see this scrotum inside the body. The reason is that the scrotum contains of this testes. Okay, and testes produce sperms, and they cannot produce sperms if they are inside the body. The reason is that inside your body temperature is high, quite high. Okay, inside your body temperature is quite high. Body temperature, it is quite high inside the body. Okay, high. But in case of scrotum or scrotal sacs, since it is outside the body, it is not present inside the body completely, it is outside, so temperature is low as compared to the other parts of the body. Okay, and moreover, why the temperature is low is that the scrotum, they have testes inside it, and they produce sperms, and sperms can be produced only at low temperatures. Okay, if it is produced inside the body, because of high temperature, sperms will die. Sperms need low temperature, because of that reason they are produced inside the testes, and testes are present inside the scrotal sacs. Did you get my point, what I told? So if you see here in this diagram, you can see, you can clearly see that this scrotal sacs, these are outside the body, not inside. Okay, and inside this, testes are present. Okay, if you call one testis, it becomes testicle, and inside the testes, sperms are being produced. The sperms need a very low temperature in order to for its production. If it is produced inside the body, it will die, so they are produced outside the body. Is it clear? So sperms, for their growth, they require low temperature. Okay, so this is the reason why sperms are not developed inside the body, but they need a separate place which is there outside the body. That's why the male, they have this scrotal sacs which are outside the body. Okay, this is the reason. Next is your epididymis. The sperms formed in the testes come out and go into the coiled tube called epididymis. Okay, the sperms which will come out of the testes, it will go inside the coiled tube. This coiled tube is called your epididymis. Is it clear? And then after epididymis comes your vas deferens. From epididymis, sperms are carried by a long tube which joins another tube called urethra coming to the urinary bladder. This vas deferens is the long duct, which is also called your sperm duct. Since you already know about this, it is called sperm duct, and this comes and joins the urinary tract. This is the urinary tract. Okay, this is urinary bladder where urine is stored. This part is different. This part is present in the urinary system. This is the urinary bladder where urine is stored, and this is urethra through which urine comes out. And this vas deferens, it is going and it will be connected to the urethra. Because of this reason only, the passage through which sperms come out and the passage through which your urine comes out is same. Is it clear? Okay, now students, you tell me, this sperm which comes out of the penis, it is always in the form of liquid. But here a point is to be noted is that the sperms which this testes produce, they are not in the form of liquid. Okay, first, they are not in the form of liquid since they are cells. They are sex cells. And here one point is to be noted is that sperm is the smallest cell inside the body. Okay, smallest cell inside the human body, and these sperms, they are cells and they are not liquid. So how, while coming out from penis, they come out in the form of liquid then? Does it because they mix with urine because of that reason? The answer is no. The sperms do not mix with urine. Okay, some quantity may be there since the passage is same, but with urine it doesn't mix. Okay, the sperms are going to come out from this testes via this vas deferens. Then it will go and it will connect to the seminal vesicle. Can you see here? One vesicle is called seminal vesicle. Okay, the seminal vesicle, it can release one fluid. One fluid can be released from the seminal vesicle. After collecting that fluid from the seminal vesicle, it will go and enter near the prostate gland. This prostate gland can also release some fluid. Okay, fluid means liquid. Both the liquids from this seminal vesicle and the prostate gland mixes with the sperms. Is it clear? And then the sperms become liquid. Okay, liquid in form. And this liquid together, sperms plus prostate fluid plus seminal fluid, is called semen. Is it clear? And after becoming semen only, they will come out through the penis. Did you understand? So this is all about what is the meaning of semen and what is the difference between semen and sperm. Okay, so here one point is to be noted that sperms plus seminal vesicle fluid, seminal vesicle fluid or fluid plus prostrate fluid. Okay, prostrate fluid, prostrate fluid, they together form the semen. Okay, all these things together form the semen. Is it clear, students? All these things they together form the semen. Okay, sperms plus seminal vesicle fluid plus prostrate gland fluid. Okay, prostrate fluid, they together form your semen. They together form the semen. Okay, this is the semen, and in the form of semen only sperms come out from the penis. Okay, this is a very important thing, all of you note it down. Semen consists of sperms plus seminal vesicle fluid plus prostrate fluid. Okay, and after that only, after collecting all this fluid only, this semen becomes liquid. Okay, and that in that form only it can be ejaculated from the penis. Is it clear, all of you? That's why it is told that semen always contain liquid and sperm. Final part is the penis. Penis is the pathway through which the sperm passes from a man's body into the vagina of female's body during mating. Okay, when mating is there, when copulation is there, or when sexual intercourse is there, at that time from the penis only, from the man's body, the sperm will come out and it will pass into the vagina of the female. Okay, and this results in the reproduction of a new individual. Is it clear? So after that only fertilization can occur. Okay, students, so I hope you have understood the different parts which are present in the male reproductive system well. And now let us know what is testosterone. Okay, so while discussing this testes, I already told you, while discussing this testes, we have already discussed that testes, they are responsible for two main functions. First is the formation of sperms, and second is the formation of testosterone hormone. Okay, this you got here also. Testes, they are two in number and they produce the male sex cell which is called sperm and the male sex hormone. The male sex cell which is called sperm and the male sex hormone which is called testosterone. So from this only we can know that what is testosterone. Testosterone is nothing but it is a male sex hormone which is released by the testes, okay, which is responsible for primary and secondary sexual characters in human male. This, because of this hormone only somebody becomes male. Okay, so this hormone, it has certain quantity in which it must be released from the testes, and if it is released in very low quantity than the male, it lacks the characteristics which it must be there in a human male. For example, the voice of the male be like a girl. Okay, you have seen such kind of people in there. It's not some kind of fault of theirs. Okay, it's because they are lacking of this hormone. Okay, sometimes because of the lack of this hormone, they don't develop masculine structure. And if this male hormone is present in less quantity, but that particular male develops more female hormone in its body, in his body, then he looks more like a female. Okay, these cases are also possible. And because of this testosterone hormone only, primary and secondary sexual characters you will be seeing in case of male. What are the primary sexual characters? Primary sexual characters are these: the development of these testes, development of penis. These are primary sexual characters, as I already told you in our earlier classes. Secondary sexual characters are like this growth of this beard, okay, then growth of this chest hair, then your this growth of this broad shoulders. Okay, these are secondary sexual characters in male. Because of this hormone only, you are having different sexual, secondary sexual and primary sexual characters if you are a male. Okay, females do not produce this testosterone hormone. Understood? If testosterone hormone is produced in higher quantity in females, they produce qualities or structures which are like males. Is it clear? So testosterone, it is nothing but it is a male sex hormone which is released by the testes. and it is responsible for the primary and secondary sexual characters in human male. Is it clear? So now let us know what are the different functions of testosterone. All of you note it down, students, what are the different functions of testosterone, since it is very important. Okay. First is your regulate the formation of sperms. Whether sperms are produced or not, in how much quantity sperms will be produced, and when the sperms must be produced, this entire these are controlled by the testosterone hormone. Is it clear? And this testosterone brings changes in boys during the time of puberty. When a boy attains puberty, the different changes, like the change in voice, is it clear? The appearance of beard and mustache, different characters. No, I have told you, growth of the penis, growth of the scrotum, scrotal sacs. Okay, all these things are being brought by this testosterone hormone. The third is the sperms along with the fluid that is secreted from prostate gland and seminal vesicle together form the semen. Okay, this I already told you that this testosterone, which what they do, they produce this sperms, and along with the sperms, this prostate gland and the liquid which is present in the seminal vesicle, they will together form the semen. Okay, this this amount of semen, it is also being controlled by the testosterone hormone. How much amount of semen will be produced, this is also controlled by testosterone hormone. Is it clear? This semen, it is then released and they enter the female vagina during copulation. So these are the different functions of testosterone, students, which you need to know. The first most important testosterone functions of the testosterone are these two. They regulate the production of sperms, and they bring the different changes in boys during the time of puberty. Okay, so students, I hope you have understood the different topics which were involved in the male reproductive system. So this is a very integral part of the human reproduction. Without the presence of male reproductive system, or without a well developed male reproductive system, a human being cannot reproduce. It is not possible. So a healthy male reproductive system is always required, who can perform well, who can produce hormones well, produce semen well, sperms well, and it must be healthy in manner in order to reproduce a healthy baby or child. The father also needs to contribute towards the birth of a new individual. Okay, thank you students for your attention. In our next classes, we will be discussing about the female reproductive system. Till then, stay connected.